Hey everyone, it's Ken with Ken's Kreations. Well, today I want to show you how you can create a custom shirt using just a few materials. I'm going to be creating a Stormtrooper shirt that says Support the Troops. I'm going to be making this shirt with the Square One Masterpiece iron-on. In the past, I've used ink transfer product and I haven't had the best luck with it. So for the first time, I'm going to try the Square One iron-on and see how it does. It's 100% cotton, that's printable, and you can iron it straight onto the shirt. The great thing about this is you can use it on dark materials without any worry. So we're going to be using that, and then I'm going to be using the collection from Scrappy Doo, which is called their Starfighters collection, and I'm going to be using the Stormtrooper here. So we have our design, we have the shirt, we have the iron, we have the Square One. So let's open up the Silhouette Studio software and get our design going and get our shirt made. Now that we've opened our Silhouette Studio software, we want to go ahead and get our page set up. Now I've upgraded my software to version 3. I don't know, they're on like 3.75 million, 100, who knows. So mine might look a little different from yours, and some of the instructions might be a little different if you haven't made the brave step of upgrading your software. So what I'm going to do first is the material we're printing on is 8.5 by 11. So we're going to come up here to the page settings, and down on this little arrow down, we're going to go ahead and choose letter, which is right there. And then we also want to make sure that our registration marks are on, since this is a print and cut material. All right, now that we have that set up, let's go ahead and get our sentiment ready. Now, I've downloaded the Star Jedi Font from defont.com. If you have not downloaded that, take a look in the description. I will have a link to that font in the description as well as on my blog. Make sure you download this font before you open your Silhouette Studio software. All right. So let's go ahead and type my sentiment, which is just says support the troops. And we want this centered. And I want my spacing a little tighter because I want to weld my letters. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the spacing here until my letters are kind of squished together. Which I think let me go down to 95 and see what that looks like. So we're going to right click and weld that. And I think, nope, it didn't like that. So let's make that a little tighter. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, yes, much better. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to draw a box around that. We're going to right-click, and we're going to group those. And I want to move this as far as the bottom as I can. There we go. And then the next thing we need to do is get our Stormtrooper. So I have him saved in my Scrappy Doo file under Star Wars, and here is that guy. Now the nice thing about Scrappy Doo files is the majority of them come with all your pieces separated, so you have all your pieces up here, but they also give you a nice completed doll, and that's one we're going to be using. So we're going to go ahead and right-click on that, and we're going to ungroup all of this. We're going to take this completed guy, put him on the mat, and go ahead and get rid of all of these guys. And on my Stormtrooper, I'm going to bring him as close up to the top as I can and make him as big as I can. Can make him a little bigger. All right. And then I'm going to draw a box around this whole thing. And I'm going to go ahead and come up to the align, and I'm going to hit center and make sure my whole project is centered, which it is. All right, so we are ready to go ahead and print this and make sure our cut settings are where they need to be. So I'm going to come up to the cut window, And right here, there is standard and advanced. Right now, my support the troops is getting cut, but my stormtrooper is not. So I want to go ahead and select the stormtrooper, and I want to hit cut edge, and then that will put where it needs to cut around him. Alright, so let's go ahead and print this. The instructions for printing is the printing should be set to normal quality, plain paper setting. You want to print the image on the fabric side, not the shiny adhesive side. Use high quality or plain paper settings, inkjet printing only, no laser printing. So I'm going to go ahead and print this by hitting send to printer. I'm going to select my media quality. I am actually going from the rear tray. Media type is plain paper, and I want best quality. And let's go ahead and print this, and then we will go ahead and cut this. So now that we printed our design, it's really important that you let it dry for 1 to 2 minutes after it's done printing. You need to let the ink dry. Once that is done, we can go ahead and get this cut on the Silhouette machine. So when we're cutting this, you want to go over to your cut settings. You want to make sure that the items say cut edge. So this guy will normally say no cut because we haven't set those settings. So we're going to say cut edge. You're going to want to go ahead and choose the fabric option here, thin fabrics like cotton prints, and you're going to want to change your blade depth to a 3. Once that's done, you can go ahead and send to Silhouette. It's going to automatically sync and register, as you can hear now. And then as soon as that is done, you can go ahead and hit start. So we went ahead and cut our image, and there it is. The settings were perfect for that. So there is our stormtrooper at the top and support the troops at the bottom. So we are ready to go ahead and iron it to the shirt that I have ready to go. Now on the iron settings, you want to make sure that the iron is set to medium high or high cotton setting, but no steam. Make sure no steam. You're going to place the image face up on the project, press for 10 to 15 seconds, making sure all areas are bonded well, and then you should be completed. So I'm going to go ahead and iron this down to my shirt, and then we'll come back and show you the finished product. Alright everyone, there is the finished product. We got our stormtrooper. We're supporting the troops. It's a wonderful thing. Well, this could not have been an easier project, everyone. Make sure to check out the full project over at my blog at www.creativeken.blogspot.com. Make sure to check out this amazing printable iron-on material over at squareonemasterpiece.com. You guys, this was an amazing material to work with. I didn't have to apply too much heat. I didn't have to apply it too long. I didn't have to worry about burning the material. I highly, highly recommend it. Also, to check out the Starfighters images, check those out over at shop.scrappydoo.com, and you can get the whole collection. They're an amazing bunch of people over there, you guys. Amazing. So, thanks for checking out today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe to all of my videos. Share, comment, you know the drill. Thanks for taking a look at today's project. Alright guys, go out there, make your own shirts, create something magical. Thanks everyone.